Liar the Bard, a fount of endless, mostly untrue tales, had gotten them into trouble again. It was a simple job, really. Escort a merchant caravan of enchanted wool through the Whisperwood. But Liar, ever the showman, had decided to serenade a family of particularly grumpy owlbears. Now Barnaby the ranger was holding her longbow, eyeing the bristling feathers of the beasts, while Elara clapped her hands over her mouth to stifle her giggles. "Relax, Barnaby," Liar sang out, his lute strangely still. "They just want to hear the chorus. They want to tear off your head, you feckless troubadour." Barnaby growled, pulling an arrow from her quiver. Her dragon familiar, a grumpy little thing named Spark, chittered in agreement from her shoulder, its tiny wings buzzing in agitation. Elara finally let out a peal of laughter. "Oh, Liar, you do have a way with an audience. Though I must admit, I prefer your quieter performances." Just then the largest owlbear hooted, a sound that shook the trees and lumbered toward them. Liar's grin faltered for a second. "Right. Plan B then. Distraction." With a theatrical flourish, he tossed a handful of enchanted glitter dust into the air. The dust, which was meant for making the wool shimmer, sparkled in the light, catching the owlbear's attention. The owlbear stopped, mesmerized by the twinkling specks. Elara, seeing her chance, scooped up a handful of her own and threw it at the beast, adding to the spectacle. The owlbear shook its head, looking confused and slightly annoyed. Barnaby used the moment of hesitation not to attack, but to fire an arrow just past its ear, a warning shot that thudded harmlessly into a tree. The owlbear hooted one last time, a mix of bewilderment and indignation, before turning and waddling back into the woods, its cubs in tow. Liar bowed deeply. "See? I told you they just needed a little coaxing." Barnaby simply shook her head and started walking, a long-suffering sigh escaping her lips. Elara hurried to catch up, her laughter echoing through the trees. "Tell me again, Barnaby, why exactly do we travel with him?" "Because," Barnaby said with a wry smile, "he makes life interesting. And because he still owes me for a new bowstring."